bit of a buzz and excitement here tonight, which is nice to see before the final.
Yeah, look, it is. There's a buzz throughout the county at the moment. So, like, you know, it's great for the players, and you can see around here tonight there is a buzz, which is huge. But look, you know, after tonight we have to shut down the doors and prepare for an All-Ireland final at Croke Park. So that's the big week ahead of us.
Of course, and looking back at the semi-final, I suppose you had a good enough win, which gives you great confidence heading into the final.
Yeah, it does. We struggled a bit in the first half. You know, when we came out in the field, I think, you know, we there was a bit of nerves there on that, and you know, we were slow to start. London got off to a fantastic start. They went up 5 points and really put the pressure on us. But we drove on from there, and you know, we got a goal. And we came back, and going in at half time, we were happy. We knew in the dressing room we had a good bench, and with the likes of Katie Healan and Dempna coming on, that was a massive thing for us. So, you know, and when they came on, they did very, very well. So look, you know, when we look back through the year, you know, that was one game that you know, London were favourites going into the game, and we played very well in the second half, but a slow start, and that can be a worry at times as well, you know.
Of course, you have some experience going at G5 on the squad that was there in 2010, which is a great benefit to the girls.
Yeah, it is, and you know, they bring leadership to the panel. They bring a bit of organisation, and you know, like at the end of the day, it's a green field. There's big stands around you, and there's big support, and it is an All-Ireland final. So the girls have that calming influence on the younger players. We've some players that came in after the leaving cert this year, and they're making the team. So you know, it's their first big game in Croke Park. So hopefully that we'll be able to tick all the right boxes and make sure that they're comfortable going into the game.
How do you think the Croke Park experience will affect the girls? Do you think they'll maybe find it a bit of pressure?
Look, everyone wants to play in Croke Park. That's number one. But you know, we'll have to, as a management team, hopefully try and deal with that. There'll be pressure on us as well. So, you know, you definitely want to go into Croke Park at your best. But, you know, Croke Park is it's the place to go. It's where everyone wants to be in All-Ireland final day. And, you know, we'll have to make sure that the girls try and take the nerves away from them. We're travelling up the evening before. We're staying in the Red Cow. You know, we have a time scheduled in the following morning to get to Croke Park and all that. So hopefully by the time we've all this done, that the girls will be going into Croke Park, going into an All-Ireland final, and there's one thing: play football. It's a game at the end of the day, and we're hoping to come out on top.
I suppose the sport over the last few years has grown completely in the ladies' football. What do you think it's down to?
It's down to it has, and you could see there was a county final here before us tonight, Old Mill and Maroboher, and there'd be a huge amount of people at it, and you know, they're working very hard in Croke Park to promote. I think Dublin winning the All-Ireland senior football, ladies football last year was a huge factor. 46,500 at the All-Ireland final. So there is massive interest throughout Ireland, basically, in ladies football. It's growing. It's one of the most fastest growing sports in Ireland at the moment. And you know, when you see the big companies like Lidl and TG Carr coming in behind and televising the games, that's massive as well.
Of course it is. Now, looking at Louth on the day, what are you expecting from them?
We played Louth twice. We played them in the group stages of the National League, and we also played them in the National League semi-final, and they beat us well on both occasions. I think we've improved. Louth have improved as well. It's championship now. League is forgotten about, and if someone asked you who was in the league final this year, you'd hardly be able to tell them. But basically the championship is a totally different ball game, and we're going into this now, you know, we're going in on hope as well. You know, Louth are very, very experienced. They have about 2 years ahead of us in condition and, you know, in football. So look, we have the players, we know we have the players. Depends on that hour of football, depends on the day in Croke Park, and that's going to be a big thing for us.
As a manager, I suppose, to think that you're only 60 minutes away from winning an All-Ireland final, you probably don't want to think of it that way.
No, if you could, you don't want to think of it that way, but at the same time, you know, it's a big hours football, and that's what we're hoping, that we can get a performance. If we get off to a good start, we need to get scores on the board earlier on to settle down the nerves and settle down the players. And I think if that happens to us, we'll grow in confidence and we'll drive on. We finished very, very strong in our last games, and it's a big factor for us. But as you say, it's an hour away from winning an All-Ireland title. And Limerick, you know, we in football especially, we don't win them. But look, we're there. We'll give it everything we have. The girls will give it everything they have, and hopefully we'll come out with a result.